Texas judge has sided with the school district in a very controversial case involving a decision to suspend a student over his dreadlocks. Daryl George is a junior at Barbers Hill High School, and his lawyers claim that the teen's hairstyle was protected by the state's Crown Act, which prohibits discrimination based on hair. Well, the back and forth has been going on for months, and because the school district said George was not following the dress code, he spent most of the school year in school suspension or at a disciplinary program. Well, now that Texas judge has ruled that the state's Crown Act does, in fact, not make it unlawful for school dress codes to limit a student's hair length. Our Morgan Norwood joins us now. So, Morgan, first of all, we want the audience to hear the reaction to this ruling from Jolanda Jones, the Texas State Representative for House District 147.
And one of the ways that we as black people are able to grow our hair long, like maybe some of our European counterparts have, is that we lock our hair or we braid our hair. That's the whole point.
That's the whole point, she says. Well, what do we know now after this ruling?
Look here, I can just say it's a pretty shocking decision, and it was reportedly met by sighs and frustrations inside that courtroom, including from advocates and supporters of Daryl George. I mean, this was a months-long legal battle, right? The district had asked the judge to weigh in on whether their policy violated the Crown Act, which, of course, we know prohibits race-based hair discrimination at work or at school. So in this case, the student handbook said that male students' hair can't extend past the eyebrows or the earlobe. So again, all of this centers around hair length, right? The judge saying it doesn't necessarily discriminate against the hairstyle, only the length. So George and his family refused to cut his hair. Instead, we've seen him wearing it straight back away from his face, above the earlobes, right? The district said it still violated the policy and then he's since faced punishment on that. And based on the ruling that we got today from the judge down there in Texas, the punishment, removing George from the classroom, that in-school suspension, Kira, still stands.
Well, and we have seen the advocates not only in his area, but across the country.
Yeah, you know, advocates have really pushed back on this, right? They say this rule is really a loophole, you know, allowing districts to still discriminate on certain hairstyles. Let me just take off my correspondent hat for a second. I can speak as an African-American woman. You know, in order to have braids in the first place, your hair needs to be at a certain length in order to catch the strands, cornrow it back, or even lock it. So texture and length are key to getting this hairstyle, which is, of course, we know is rich in culture and to many other heritages, has significance, has meaning. So what advocates are saying here, Kira, is that rulings like these are a way to control or prohibit these types of hairstyles. We are getting reaction from the district at this hour. They're saying the decision, the Crown Act decision, was meant to allow braids, locks, or twists, but never intended to allow unlimited student expression. So we see a little bit of back and forth on both sides of this, and I'd have to imagine for the family here, they have plans to fight this.
And you bring up such an important point that there are so many things that make up our culture, and hair is definitely one of them, specifically in this situation. Appreciate you, Morgan. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.